Pretty Girl Club. Welcome back to the Exotical Storytime series. If you have any stories about your experience with colorism, texturism, featureism, or anything that you want the world to know about, please email me at exoticalsunited@gmail.com because we finally have a chance to speak out for ourselves. From here on out, no one else on YouTube will be telling the stories of Exoticals except for the Exoticals. But this story time is about a girl who got in trouble for using vitamin C serum. She says, "Hey Exoticals United, I wanted to share something that happened when I was 16 that always stuck with me. One day, my unambiguous mother told me, 'You're starting to look like a mixed breed now. I don't need people asking who your mama is. You ain't no mixed breed, you're black. Do you want to be white?' She said this because she found out I was using a vitamin C serum. The funny thing is, she was using a similar one herself. I was just trying to lighten my acne scars, while she was using products to brighten her skin and even taking glutathione supplements. Growing up, my mother was always weird about my skin tone. She would say things like, 'If I were light-skinned like you, I would dye my hair blonde like Beyonce.' She also always talked about how she was bullied by a mixed light-skinned girl when she was younger, who she refers to as a half-breed or mutt. Every time I tried to tell her about the problems I was having at school, she would shut me down by saying, 'When I was a kid, I was dark, my teeth were messed up, and boys didn't like me.' It felt like she was always comparing her past to my experiences instead of actually listening to me. Looking back, I realized how much her personal insecurities affected the way she treated me. It's something I've thought about a lot over the years, and I just wanted to share my experience. Thank you for reading." Yeah, have you ever noticed that whenever you're a light-skinned person and you utilize any form of acid on your skin, you automatically get accused of being a bleacher? So remember, just like with that Flo lady, they're saying that she's like having a bleaching company and she's literally selling vitamin C and turmeric products. So I'm not surprised that your dark-skinned black mother is basically accusing you of being white. It's almost like they have this mindset of, how dare you enhance your privilege? You know, like, how dare you try to look even more ambiguous? But then, whenever they're not thinking about it, they will admit that they themselves would try to use their privilege, just like how this girl's mother did when she said that if she were the same complexion as her daughter, she would dye her hair blonde like Beyonce. Another thing I've noticed too is that whenever somebody feels like they have less privilege than you, they're not going to have the same amount of empathy for you. A lot of you guys here in the exotical space have talked about how your mothers, whenever you used to tell them that you were getting bullied or something, they would kind of blame you and be like, "Oh, well, maybe you were acting conceited," or "It's all your fault," that type of thing. And this is why I'm glad we have a safe space, because if you're privileged, you need to be around other people who are also privileged, who can understand the dark sides that come with that particular privilege. But what do you ladies think? Have any of you guys ever gotten in trouble by your parents because they accused you of trying to be white for using vitamin C? Have you ever had people accuse you of trying to bleach yourself or trying to stay light-skinned and look as ambiguous as possible? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.